all for coming and give Chris and the wonderful staff here at the Alley a nice round of applause. One, two, three. Working out day in the sun. Big boss man got a big shotgun. Take my shovel, cut off my big toe. I can't walk, I'm gonna have to work on. Watching every little move I make, counting every little rock I break. So baby, think I'm gonna take it slow. I can't walk, I won't have to work no. On my ankles from where the chains been hanging down. Trying to dragging these chains all across the ground. Big my shovel, then I'm not good too. I can't walk, I won't have to work no more. Down on an 8 to 10. Got a feeling I'll be back again. Big my shovel, then I'm with you. I can't walk, I won't have to. I can't walk, I won't have to. I can't walk, I won't have to work no more. No more. up for Candace, the fourth member of the band. Yeah, she's like the Billy Preston of the band. Like the sound. And she comes up there and does the sound. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. That's right. Anyway, oh, nice shirt. I like that shirt. Yeah, so Mike Zito and I have been playing with Bill Murray lately. We're doing some gigs with the great actor, comedian. He's a wonderful guy, and the money definitely goes up when he joins the band. That's for sure. But it's been great with him, and as musicians, we always we never have time to think of whether our music is getting out there or people are listening. We're too busy hustling and working. But when we have time off, we do think about it. And we think maybe we're not being heard. And that all changed for me when we were sound checking with Bill in San Francisco at the Great American Music Hall in San Francisco. This was a venue that the Grateful Dead played at on my birthday in 1976. Amazing place. And we were sound checking, and Bill started humming the tune that I'm about to play for you now. He starts singing "Let the Big Dog Eat" behind me, in the style of Nick the Lounge Singer from the Saturday Night Live skit. So he'd be walking by going, "Let the big dog eat." And that was it. My confidence got back up again. So I want to thank Bill for that. And it's his brother John's birthday today, so I want to wish him a happy birthday. This is for him. Let the Big Dog Eat, the song that propelled me to the middle. Thank you. 1, let the big dog eat. Let the big dog eat. Call a doctor, call a nurse. Don't know what it is, but spay and neuter your pets. Thank you. Bob Barker. Isn't it ironic that the man who becomes the ultimate advocate for dogs, his last name is Barker? Ain't that some shit? That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit.
If you say so.
Maybe Kat Riggins has got a thing for the feline community. Or maybe she's helping out cats or something. I'm gonna have to ask her. I'm gonna have to ask Kat Riggins. What are you doing? Oh, we got the title track. I Got Love. We're gonna do the title track of our I Got Love album, and I won a Blues Music Award in 2022 for that one, Blues Rock Album of the Year. I got nominated 3 times this year for my latest record, Righteous Souls. They brought me 3 nominations, and which was cool, but I lost all 3, so that really sucked. But my friend Mike Zito won for Blues Rock Album of the Year for Life is Hard. It was well deserved. I have 5, so it's okay. It's all right. It's true. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It all for my last year. I had a ball. They cost a riding with kings and queens. Now month to month, things got me. I got love. That's it. I got love. I got love. With a bad hand, I'm not alone. Now understand, there comes a time for another go. I'll be back in big show. I got love. That's it, love. I got love. I got love. We're gonna jazz it up, but we're gonna do a few jazz songs for you. Yeah. It's good. We got to play a historic jazz venue in Switzerland last year. A place called Marion's Jazz Club. Marion's Jazz Room is in the basement of this 5-star hotel in Bern, Switzerland, and they have a Michelin-rated restaurant. And everybody played there. Dizzy Gillespie used to play there. Lionel Hampton. Imagine my dismay when they asked us to play there. It was I didn't quite understand why they wanted us, but that's okay. So we had our little sound check. The first time I ever played there, we had a sound check. And the hotel owner came running down the stairs. And he came up to me and he goes, excuse me, monsieur, but I don't know, how do I put it this way? How do I say this? You are making the customers crap their pants. I said, well, give them diapers. I don't give a damn. Well, we turned down, you know, we had to play really light because it was a jazz room. And they liked us and they wanted us back. But we never really learned any jazz songs, and then we decided that we owed the club a little bit of jazz, so we worked on this song for the club. It was a song by Lou Donaldson, who had just passed away, and he had written a song for his friend Lionel Hampton. And we're going to share it with you now. It's called Hamp's Hump, and it goes like this. Give it to me, Cliffy. So what I actually did was I made the sound man in Switzerland crap his pants when I did this because he thought the amplifier was broken. And I let him kick the amp for like 5 minutes while I was doing this. And then finally I told him, it's shtick, man, it's shtick. And then I was asked not to come back. Merci. Merci. That's all I know. That's all the French I know. Merci and Pepe Le Pew. That's it. That's all I know. What kind of effects? Can you make me sound like Jeff Beck?
No.
Can you make me sound like
God damn it, Jim, I'm not
that guy? Can you make me sound like Michael Nesmith from the Monkees? No?
No, sorry. I mean, kind of sound like that movie.
How about Esteban? Can I sound like you? Make me sound like Esteban? Yeah, whatever. Just a little, yeah, a little reverb. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, whatever you want to do. I don't care.
All right, thank you.
Just don't get me all, don't modulate, over-modulate me.
Don't mess with me.
Don't mess with me. You're the one with the pad in your hand. I don't have nothing. All I got is the guitar. You got the pad and shit, you know?
No, sound like your hand. That's great. Thank you.
Let me know when you make another appearance. Yep. Gino took the night off, so I'm picking on the newbie, you know, so. All right. Oh, we're gonna do some songs from my 3-time losing album now. Title. No, I'm quite proud. Yeah. It's called Righteous Souls. I'm very proud of it, actually. I'm got a lot of great friends play on it, and my daughter's on it, which made me very happy. And although I'm not happy with her right now, I'll get more into that. But yes, I'm starting. The honeymoon phase is over now with my daughter. Now she's starting to piss me off now, and I'm starting to act. Now I'm like the rest of you now, you know. She's pissing me off. I'll tell you about it later. We're gonna do a song from the Righteous Souls album. What's it called? It's called the Nitty Gritty. It's by Luther Snakeboy Johnson, and I recorded this with the great Alabama Mike from Oakland, California. That's where he's from. He is. He's from Oakland. Oakland Mike was taken. 1, 2, 3. told me a lie. I won't forget you, woman, until the day I die. Get on down, down to the real nitty-gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget it. Early in the morning, before I rise, the light there staring at me with them bloodshot eyes. Get on down, down to the real nitty-gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget it. Get on down, 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 down to the real nitty-gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget it. Baby, you don't love me no more. I really want to stay, but I think I better go. Get on down, down to the real nitty-gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget it. Get on down, down to the real nitty-gritty. You don't know what you're doing, woman, you might as well forget it. Hey, yo, thank you very much, y'all. Thank you. We're going to do the song that I recorded with my daughter. It's a great song with Chris Stone, Kingfish Ingram. He played on it too. Yeah. But I'm doing this holding my nose, you know, because I'm a little pissed off at her right now. She pissed me off. Like,
We know that.
and you know, I'm going to tell you what happened, man. It's effed up, man. My granddaughter had a recital, and I found out from my baby mama's Facebook page. That's how I found out. Nobody told me anything. Ain't that a bitch? You were there and then she's playing the viola. You know, she plays the viola. And I said, so I called my daughter, I texted her. I said, hey, how come you didn't tell me about Sophie's recital? And she goes, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not there either. I'm on a cruise. And I'm like, oh, really? Ain't that a bitch? I don't care if you're on a cruise. I'm not on a cruise. I wanted to go. So that it gets worse.
Just keep going.
No, I keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to tell you what she did again. I'm going to tell you now. So we got to play Red Rocks Amphitheater a couple weeks ago. Hey, greatest venue in the world. Greatest amphitheater, greatest musical experience ever. I saw Lyle Lovett there 2 years ago, and it was amazing. But I got to play there with, because Bill brought the Blood Brothers with him there, because Big Head Todd and the Monster was headlining, and they liked Bill a lot. They're friends, and he said, "Why don't you do the show with us?" So we did. It was us and Warren Haynes and Big Head Todd and the Monsters. And I wanted her to be there, so I told my daughter, I said, "Hey, you gonna go?" "Yeah, I want to go." And then she called me like a month before the gig. She says, "I can't go. I have to go on a Carnival cruise with my mom." Come on now. Greatest venue in Colorado. Incredible acoustics. You're gonna see your father play in front of 15,000 people. Legalized marijuana. Okay? A rust bucket with booger-eating kids sneezing on your buffet table, man. Wow, I could see where the conundrum is here. So I said, "Look, I love you very much, but you're out of your damn mind." So I'm not happy with the record. So I'm gonna do this song without her. It's a song she picked out, and it's a Bo Diddley song. It's called "Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover." Yeah. But I'm not happy about it. Ready? Freaking Carnival cruise over Red Rocks. That's some bullshit. That's worse than missing the recital, quite frankly. Because at least the music was good. That's right, I got the mic now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Judge an apple by looking at the tree. You can't judge the honey by looking at the bee. You can't judge a sister by looking at the brother. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Oh, can't you see? You misjudge me. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. You can't judge a sugar by looking at the cane. You can't judge a woman by looking at her man. You can't judge a daughter by looking at the mother. Yes, I can. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Oh, can't you see? I'm not bitter. You misjudge me. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Judge a fish by looking at the pond. You can't judge a rat by looking at the wrong. You can't judge one by looking at the other. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Oh, can't you see? You misjudge me. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't forever. Thank you. Get off of my lawn. I'm getting like that. I'm getting cranky in my old age. Getting. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's another happy song. We're going to do a Buddy Guy song for you now. It's off the Righteous Souls album. I would encourage you to go see Buddy Guy because he's retiring this year. After his shows, he's retiring. He says that every year, but I believe him this time. Because it's hard to say no to the money. It is. It's hard to say no to the money, but I don't have to worry about that with these guys. Because I ain't got no money. But I'm going to showcase them on this song. I love this band very much on a professional level and a musical level. I love them. From a sports fan's point, from a Miami Dolphins fan's point, I hate them. I hate them with a passion. And I'm going to show you why by introducing them. On the bass, from Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, bullshit. Mr. Cliff Moore on the bass. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse on the drums from Buffalo, New York. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Buffalo people here. Yeah, I'll turn it around.
When I broke my appendix burst last year, we were supposed to go on tour, and the Bills were going to play the Thursday night. I had my surgery. I recovered from my surgery. They played Thursday night. Last year, that was the night that Tua forgot how to slide, and he went head first, and he got knocked out for half the season. And then when we resumed touring, and he moved to Florida from Buffalo, he came to my house for the first time to watch Buffalo beat our ass again. And then his first day in Florida was spent at my house watching the Dolphins get creamed by Kansas City and London.
Yeah, bad luck, man.
Yeah, but that's all right, because every football season I pin them against each other. I said, hey, man, hey, Cliff. I said, Ray said your Patrick Mahomes is a chump. I think Travis Kelce's a little biatch. And then I'll tell him, I said, hey, man, Cliffy said Josh Allen can't win the big one, man. He's a big chump. I do that all the time. I'm going to do it next year, too. But in the meantime, we're going to make lovely music together. Take it easy, guys. Save that intensity for the song. Put it in the song now. fried chicken. $90 dollar bill. Can you tell? $90 dollar bill. It's going down, 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 gasoline done gone up sky high, and I park my car, can't afford to drive, can you tell? $90 dollar bill. Can you tell? $90 dollar bill. love this band. Great band. And I like having Ray in the band. Ray used to play with a great artist that played here many, many years ago. Is Chris Johnson here?
Yes.
Check this out, man. So Ray Hangen used to play with a very talented gentleman who's no longer with us. His name was Sean Costello. He was amazing. If you don't know who he is, he was an incredible artist. He could sing. He could play guitar. He was a great songwriter. He could interpret other people's songs like nobody else could. And I was a big fan of his. And I don't have a lot of regrets in my life, but one of them is not getting to know him, because I think we would have been good friends. But we always seem to be missing each other. We do shows and we never catch each other. And the last time we played, did a show together, was right before he died. We did a Halloween show in Fort Lauderdale, and I wanted to talk to him, but he was just mobbed by musicians and fans and young ladies, because he was a really handsome dude. And so it didn't happen, and then he died, and it hit me really hard. But Ray played on his last 3 albums, and the last album he put out was one of the greatest albums I ever heard. It was the album called "We Can Get Together," and there was a song on there that struck me. That was one of my favorites. One of those songs I wish I could have written. And I decided after he passed away I was going to put that song on the next album, and I did. And my old drummer Bob Amzell did a great job on that studio recording, but I could never get a drummer after that who had the feel for the song. And now I have the guy who played on it, so that's pretty awesome. So after many years, I decided to bring the song back, and we're going to do it for you now. It's a song called "Have You No Shame." It's not a question. It's a... Oh, it might be later. I don't know. I saw you last night under them parking lot lights, all wrapped up in somebody else's arms. Through the shadows I could see, and the way it looked to me is you had a hard time resisting all his charms. Have you no shame? Have you no shame? Have you no shame? Have you no shame? From a friend of mine, but I guess I knew it all the time that your love never did amount to very much. Will the weather ever be the same? I can't see the teardrops for the rain, and my heart hurts. It hurts to the touch. Shame. Have you no shame? Have you no shame? somebody else's arms. The silence between the thunder, when it gets quiet before the storm. At the edge of this love hangover, why do I keep hanging on? Now you know shame. Now you know shame. No shame. No shame. Now you know shame. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ray Hanging on the drums. We're gonna do a song by my old boss, the late great Mr. Junior Wells. Yes, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now. I owe him everything. And it's a song called "I Shoulda Did What My Mama Told Me To." It's a song I can relate to on so many levels, because my mother had much higher aspirations for me than this. My parents in general, they wanted me to be a banker. So after high school, I got a job working as a teller at Barnett Bank. That's how old my old ass is. Barnett Bank. And I was there about 6 months. It didn't work out. I don't know. I kept coming up short every day. I don't know why. I don't know. It just happened. It was a coincidence. A coinky-dink. So it didn't work out, and then I went, I wound up slinging sandwiches for a sub shop when I was putting myself through community college, and my parents, and I was playing nights, and playing at bars, and my parents were like, "Man, you gotta give up this music thing." I said, No, I'm gonna stick with it. Then I went, finished college, and moved back down to Miami, got a job working at the welfare office, and played nights, and then go to work. Like I'd play all night at this. It didn't matter what day of the week it was. Like I'd play all night on a Wednesday night, and have a few drinks, and then go straight to work from the club, and just sprinkle a little banaka in my mouth and go to work, because that's how we used to do things back in the day. These kids today now, they go and they get drunk and they go like, "Oh," and the next day they don't go to work. They take a sick day. Not us, babies. Not us. No, mama, not us. We got shit-faced on Monday and go spray some banaka in the mouth and go back to work on Tuesday. That's what we did. Work would come out all messed up, but that's all right. We worked. That's right. We got paid. Give my drunken ass my paycheck. And I kept doing that, and then got the job with Junior Wells, and then they were very supportive of me then, and then I did that for a while, and then Junior passed away, and I did my own thing and struggled a little bit. My parents were like, "Well, maybe you should go back to the welfare office," and I'm like, "No, I don't think so. I'm gonna keep doing this." And then I stuck with it, and now I'm here playing for y'all tonight. But I want to make something very clear. If it wasn't for my parents' wavering support, I would not have made it to the middle. Thank you. Ready? What my mama told me to work up here. Come on. You're fired. told me to. Lord, I should have been dead, just like my mama told me to. I wouldn't have to work, and I wouldn't have to sing the blues. Just like the old folks say, you gotta reap just what you sow. Just like the old folks say, you gotta reap just what you sow. Now, a disobedient child just don't live too long. What does a poor boy do? Now everybody wants to know, what does a poor boy do? A poor boy sews patches on his clothes, stuffed newspaper all in his shoes. Just like my mama told me to. I should have been dead, just like my mama told me to. I wouldn't have to work, and I wouldn't have to sing the blues. Everybody wants to know, what does a poor boy do? Everybody wants to know, what does a poor boy do? A poor boy sews patches on his clothes, stuffed newspaper all in his shoes. Thank you. You two ladies need to come out of your shell. You're way too laid back. My God, what the hell? Where'd you get that shit from? This ain't Texas. Where'd you get that shit from? I know you're having fun. I want everybody to have fun. Thank you. Oh, I love y'all too. I really do. If it is not for you, there would be no us. So, I mean, it's true. You think if I brought this many people on if I didn't bring this many people on a Sunday night, Chris Johnson would ask me to come here? Hell no. He wouldn't even be talking to me. If I brought 5 people, he'd freaking lose my number. So thank you. By the way, Chris, we're sitting over there, and your profile resembled, from this angle, resembled Jimmy Johnson. You look just like Jimmy Johnson on from here. I was like, damn, Jimmy Johnson's here. Shit. But I love you more than Jimmy Johnson. You know that, brother. Give it up for Chris Johnson and his wonderful staff here. We'll do one more song. We're going to take a break. We're going to do another jazzy number for you. Yes. And this is not like your grandmama's jazz, okay? This is pretty cool jazz. Jazz is a wide tent. It's like the blues. There's so many great things to like. There are a lot of things that you might not like, but there's a lot of things to like. Like I love John Coltrane, and I love Charlie Parker, and I love Miles Davis. Miles Davis is one of my favorites. So we started messing around with this Miles Davis tune. I've been messing around with it for years, and it's from the We Want Miles album, and it featured Mike Stern on guitar and Marcus Miller on bass, and it's a song called Jean-Pierre. Yes, Jean-Pierre. Merci. Thank you. That's French, you know. That's the only French I know. I only know 3: Jean-Pierre, merci, and Pepe Le Pew. That's the only 3 words I know in French. I'm sorry. Sorry. So I'm starting it off. We kind of rock it out a little bit, a little more than the Miles version. But we'll go like this one. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a little break and we'll be right back. Give it up for the wonderful staff here at the Alley. Show them some love. Have fun. Have fun. The bar has been set by these two young ladies in the black here. Thank you and double wow. We'll be right back. By the way, we got CDs for sale. If anybody wants CDs, come and see the band. Thank you. And vinyl. We have vinyl for all you old school people. No, we don't. We ran out of shirts, man. Those things flew off the shelves. We're going to have some next time. I promise. We're ship it to you? No problem. We'll ship it. I'm going to grab a boat and ship it to you. I'm going to get on the SS Minnow and bring them right to your door. And now we're doing very well. We got Scott Frost back. We're going to go kick some ass now. It's going to be awesome. I got my season tickets. I'm ready. I moved up to Palm Bay, Florida from Fort Lauderdale. I stamped my passport and moved up here. You know, I am so happy to be in Central Florida. You don't know, man. It is, yeah. It's great up here, man. Man, that damn homeowner's insurance was in South Florida was higher than a giraffe's ass, man. Let me tell you. It was high. Property taxes, the homeowner's insurance. Every time it rained, if my car would be submerged underwater, it was terrible. I live in Palm Bay, which is all right. We're gonna do It took a long time for me to be able to even afford a house. I'm going to do a song for a young blues musician who'd been playing 6 months, and he was pissed off that he wasn't famous yet. And I felt bad for him. I felt like I had a connection with him because I've been doing this 30 years. And when you put both of our resumes together, it adds up to 30 and a half years of experience. I had a genuine empathy for him. I'm an empath, in case you hadn't noticed. I tend to take people's pain and I internalize it. And it stirs up in my soul like a cauldron of doo-doo. And I have to let it out. Fortunately, I have the gift of music to express myself and provide a catharsis for myself and the person that I wrote the song for. So this song is for that young man. I wrote it for him, and I wrote it out of love. And it's called Get Your Ass in the Van. It was originally entitled Get Your Ass in the Van, but the title was too long. Ready? Get your ass in the van, you trifling mother. Play some music, hit the road. Get your ass in the van. Play some music, hit the road. This ain't no American Idol. Ain't no deals being made out the crossroad. Put your pissing in, put your moaning, put your pride in, put your groaning. Get your ass in the van. Play some music in the road. The same American Idol. Ain't no deals being made at the crossroads. This ain't no American Idol. Ain't no deals being made at the crossroads. crossroads. Hey. Hey. Thank you very much. Give it up for the Soul Train dancers. Oh my God, y'all was doing some dancing. We might have to put an extra pole up in here. I bet you could, Mama. I bet you can. I bet you can. I'm not arguing with you. Carry on. Thank you. I'll have what she's having. The hell are you drinking? What are you drinking there? It looks like a Washington apple you're drinking there. You have no idea? Oh my God.
Trevor!
Yes, I'm Trevor. I want to do a song for Trevor. Trevor, my man. Trevor is a good friend. And Trevor's dad, mom and dad were... All right, take it easy now. Take it easy. I'm talking here. Hey. Well, Trevor and I and his parents go way back. His parents, his dad and his mom and dad were big fans of mine. And they were from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And every time I played in southeastern Ohio, they would come and visit me. And his dad used to bring me moonshine to the shows when we go play. He had the best moonshine in the area.
Trevor!
Oh my God. Yes, Trevor, that's what I'm talking about. All right, take it easy. Anyway, they used to ride down on their bikes all the way from West Virginia down to Key West to come see me, and they just did all kinds of crazy stuff for me, and I love them very much. And this was his dad's favorite song, and we're gonna do it now and for you. It's a song called "House of the Rising Sun." It goes like this. There is a house down in New Orleans. It's called the Rising Sun. It's been the rule of Oh, many a poor boy. Lord, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sold my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man. Down in New Orleans. Hey, Brenda. All right, that was fun. Let's do that one again. No, I'm just kidding. I kid. Oh, thank you. What are you going to do? Oh, we're going to do a song. I'm going to do this song for my mother. It was her birthday last week. My mom's birthday was on June 11th. Yes. And I forgot it was her birthday. I had to get on a plane. Well, I had to get on a plane to Syracuse. I was on the road. Like I said, Cleveland, I was on the road for 3 months. And I lost track of time. I had to get on a plane and fly to Red Rocks and all this stuff. I had to fly to Syracuse, rather. And so I called my mother the next day, and I said, "Hey, Mom, happy birthday." And she said, and she's a very passionate Cuban woman. And she said, "My birthday was yesterday." And I said, I know it was your birthday was yesterday. And yes, thank you. Wait, let me finish my story. Coño. Hey, drink your drink here. Drink that Washington apple you got there over there. So I said, "Look, man, it wasn't my fault. I mean, well, it was my fault, but look, I've been traveling a lot, and I had to fly to Syracuse to do this festival." And she stops me and she goes, "Do not blame the wonderful people of Syracuse, New York. You son of a bitch." And so I've spent the last 10 days trying to make it up to her by doing this song for her and hoping that one of her spies on Facebook will send her the video.
Yes, we will.
Yes, please do. She has a bigger Facebook presence than I do. She does. I ain't kidding. A lady from the Navajo Indian tribe came up to me in Colorado, and she said, "How's your mother doing?" I had a gig, and she goes, "How's your mother doing?" I go, "She's fine, but she's a little out of control on Facebook." And she goes, "Don't talk about your mother like that. Your mother's a saint. I'm from the Navajo Indian tribe, and your mom sent 10 Casio keyboards to the children." And I said, "Well, she's a nice lady, but you didn't have to live with her." Happy birthday, Ma. Here we go. This is for her. 1, 2, 3. Find that love we lost all over again. I believe in magic and mysterious ways. I know there's bound to be better days. On that day when the bell don't ring, the sun don't shine and the birds don't sing, the wicked eye will ring. this love we lost is ours again. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. Don't take me long to ask me what's this all about. Once made a wish, but I couldn't blow all the candles out. I know someday we all gonna make it home. Trying to find a bed of roses in rolling fields of stone. The train's at the station, but nobody wants to ride. I found my own true love, and I can't be satisfied. One of these days we won't have to jump and shout. Won't have to blow all the candles out. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. Pockets, I leaned up against the glass. Thought to myself, all this too shall pass. Got no lucky number, just the next roll of the dice. Some days burn like fire, some melt like blocks of ice. On that day when the sun don't rise, I sit and wonder, who raised that flag and rang that bell? These are the days we'll remember well. These are the days of celebration. These are the days of celebration. These are the days of celebration. These are the days. 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 birthday, Mother. It was on the 11th, you son of a bitch. I'll never forget it again, that's right. How about You Was Wrong? We're going to do another song off the latest record, Righteous Souls. Is a song that was originally, it was written by ZZ Hill. And it was recorded by Freddie King and Luther Guitar Jr. Johnson. Is a song called You Was Wrong. 1, 2, 3. Stay out all night. It ain't right, baby. Must stay in the fight. You was wrong, now, darling. You stayed away too long. I tried and I tried and I tried to do the things that's right. How in the hell can I treat you so nice? Well, all you wanna do is fight. You was wrong. You was wrong. You was wrong, and you stayed away too long. Thank you.
Do it again.
Thank you. We're going to do another jazzy number for you. I got to listen to an interview with Derek Trucks on a Rick Beato podcast. I'm a big Allman Brothers fan. Anybody like the Allman Brothers? If you don't like the Allman Brothers, get them out. If you don't like the Allman Brothers, you should be investigated for un-American activities. So Derek Trucks was talking about when he joined the band after Dickie left, how they taught him the rest of the band got him into John Coltrane. And Derek cited this album, Live at Birdland. So I started listening to it a few months ago, and I loved it. And I started playing the record for the band, and then we started listening to it on tour. And there's a song on there that we started messing with the sound check. Some of the best stuff comes out of sound checks, and we started messing with this song. And it's the first track on the Live at Birdland album. We're gonna do it for you now. It's a song called Afro Blue. And it goes like this. And listen, when you hear this song, I recommend you get the recording, the original recording. It perfectly shows how the Allman Brothers sound came from. Half of it came from blues, the other half of it came from jazz. And certainly most of that jazz was from Coltrane, and you're gonna hear, it's an amazing, amazing record. So here we go, we're gonna do this for you now. Here we go.
Wow! Very
Well, I can't say you are. You're not a man. You're the woman. How about that? You like it?
Hi, the man. Hello.
High, you certainly are high. I'll give you that. Thank you for coming. I hope you remember this day. Tomorrow. Thank you. Oh, you're so kind. You're so pretty. You're pretty too. If I wasn't married, ooh, grrr. Trying to think of what we're gonna do. What else we're gonna do to blow your minds. By the way, I want to thank the fans out here that came out representing some real great teams out here. I got my man here representing the Florida Panthers. Yes, the champions of the Stanley Cup. That's right. Florida will now be referred to as Hockey Town, okay? That's right. And I don't want to hear this crap that we're not Canadian. We got more Canadians in Florida than we do in Montreal right now, so I don't want to hear it. And then my Miami Dolphins fan over here, long-suffering Miami Dolphins fan. You know what I do every playoffs? You know what I do, man? I go on YouTube and I watch the 1972 season. And I pretend it's 2025. And I go, yes, Zonka, go! Run, Zonka! And Bob Greasy, oh, my man's got an arm. No name defense, Manny Fernandez. Yes, man. Yeah, the Miami Dolphins is a comedy show. Yes.
Sucks. Fuckers give me the blues, man.
Oh, I got one. Let's do. We're gonna do a song by my friend Melvin Taylor from Chicago, Illinois. A great guitar player out of Chicago. Wrote this wonderful song. I put it on my I Got Love album. Anybody from Chicago? I love Chicago, man. South Side? Anybody from the West Side? West Side? Anybody from the North Side? Anybody from the suburbs? South Side, Chris? I didn't say there was anything wrong with the South Side. Why are you so sensitive? Why are you getting so defensive, South Side? I love that guitar. Looks like Buddy Guy's guitar. Oh, very nice. So this is for my Chicago friends out here. It's a song called Depression Blues, and it goes like this. Appropriate?
Oh, boy.
Hoping that things will get better. I'm living in a depression. Hoping that things will get better. Work hard every single day. Feels like working without no pay. So hard trying to survive when your family's staying alive. So hard trying to survive when your family's staying alive. Just to hear the people talk, it'll bring tears to your eyes. hoping that things will get better. I'm living in a depression, hoping that things will get better. Work hard every single day, feels like working without no break. It's hard trying to survive when your family's still alive. It's hard trying to survive when your family's still alive. Just to hear people talk, it brings tears to your eyes. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies. Give it up for the solid gold dancers. Yes. They're back out of retirement and they're pissed off, boy. Let me tell you. 5 more. We're gonna. Psych. to call my old time used to be. Somebody loan me down. Need to call my old time used to be. Little girl's been gone so long. You know it's worrying me. I know she was a good girl. At that time I just did not understand. She was a good girl. At that time I just did not understand. pray all night long. You know I cried just like a baby all night long. Somebody better long. I need my baby right here home. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, don't jump up too much because you don't want to hurt your foot. Now, you just got out of the hospital and you're back, right? You're back. See how out of touch I am because I've been on the road for so long.
Delivering, we said.
Deliverance? Did you say deliverance? Oh, delivery.
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
Hey, you think you guys would play Loving Cup? You're a
Chris, thank you for having us, man. Really. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having such a wonderful place, brother. Thank you for the delivery. Yes, ma'am. Through sleet and snow and rain, I deliver. Well, thank you all for coming out. Give yourselves a hand for being a wonderful audience. Thank you for sticking around. Yes, we got time for one more. I want to thank you all. We'd like to introduce the band to you once again. On the bass, Mr. Cliff Moore. On the drums, Mr. Ray Hangen. My name is Albert Castiglia. We're going to close out with a Freddie King song for you. Because we love you and we care. you, Sanford! Have a great week. Come buy a CD. Hang out with us. Thank you. Thank y'all. Take care. Thank y'all.
One more.